It's Rag to Riches, your inspiring program with Samuel Hadeyemi on your radio, Water Radio, at Trans Amusement Park in Ibadan every Friday, 3 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. Rag to Riches is an interactive and interview program where you hear the life stories of common people like you who are making impact with their passion and profession. Rag to Riches. For advert and sponsorship, please call or WhatsApp 08163942900, 08163942900. Rag to Riches. It's passionately impactful. One colossal challenge of humans is to forget the past, live in the present, and plan for the future. And many are in the boat currently. The inability to progress due to the weight of the past. How do you even live in the present when you haven't discovered your real you? Would you leave the future to chances? It's why you need to know yourself and your essence of creation. Hi dear, welcome once again to your favorite program Rag to Riches on your radio, Water Radio at Samonda Trans Amusement Park, Ibadan. And I remain your host, Samuel Adeyemi. Your program, my program, her program. Like you know, Rag to Riches comes up every Friday, 3 to 3:30 p.m. And of course, always passionately impactful, as it comes with the privilege and benefit of hearing live the stories of humans, mortals like us all, who have risen to limelight and are impacting lives in area of their passion. I am sure some of you have started discovering your talent via the ABC to Z of talent discovery. And we stopped at letter N last week. So we will be proceeding from the letter O. Remember, I said everyone does have the talent or talents as it applies to individual. Though yours may not be what seemed to be popular, but you have yourself as well. You have that talent in you. And who knows, you may be the pace setter in that creativity or skill or ability. The first step is first to accept, which is the letter A, that you are talented. You can watch last week's edition on Water Radio, like and share it to reach your friends and loved ones who think that they aren't talented. I'm getting feedback and I appreciate you for that. Please keep it coming. We are here for ourselves. Before I proceed, I'd like to read one special feedback I got, and response to that is, okay, let me read a feedback first. And it says, a brother, it says, I like the way you speak, brother, referring to me. Something I wish I have. Well done. Listen to my response. I so much appreciate you, great man. There's something inside of you as well, not necessarily like mine. Meanwhile, there are trainings I have recorded and uploaded on my YouTube channel, Smoga TV. That's SMOGA TV. That's my reply to him, and I further continued. And I have done some trainings as well. Though public speaking for me is innate, of course, my own special ability. And then I added few other comments thereafter. This is not to criticize at all, but to let you know this. There is something great inside of you all. Once again, thank you all for your comments and feedback. Indeed, it's Rag to Riches. And it's a beautiful Friday here in Nigeria, and I hope you are making headway. From me today, right from the studio, I'm headed straight to write an exam. Exam tension. I'll be fine, right? Sure, I would. So to you as well, please keep digging till you see that goal, that light you desire. And surely I love to hear your great news. Follow me directly as well on IG Samuel Hadeyemi1, or on YouTube SMOGA TV to see my comments and my content rather beyond broadcasting. As you know, we have two segments on this show, the biography and the interview segment. However, there's a deviation from the norm. We started last week due to the necessity to help people discover themselves. It's A to Z of talent discovery on Rag to Riches, and after this break, I'll be right back to so sit tight and relax, for Rag to Riches returns shortly after the break.
see another man.
I should be speaking about the songwriter in due time and how I fell in love with the lyrics. Okay, if you are just joining me on the show, I am Samuel Adiemi, the host of Rag to Riches, Passionately Impactful, where you have the privilege of being enlightened, inspired to pursue your dreams and passion as you turn it to your profession, regardless of your supposed bad history. Alright, so ABC to Z of talent discovery, using the alphabet as we continue today from the letter O. So what O means? O means open up your mind. You see, there is this fear people have. Some of course, that fear of what people will say, what people will think. Won't I offend them? That's the thought of a lot of people. Listen, as long as you are doing what is right in the sight of God without a genuine condemnation, then use your talent. Take a step of faith and believe in yourself. I must confess to you, nothing changes until you really desire to change things. You have to be open-minded. And of course, be open-minded for constructive criticism on your rising as well in terms of your gift and talents. I still receive criticism myself because criticism, they say, is the food of stars. So letter O in ABC to Z of talent means open up your mind. As you are discovering your talent, you must open up your mind. And P straight away is psychological tests. There are online tests as well that helps you get the best of yourself and discover yourself. I'll recommend one or two, but that wouldn't be on the show. So if you desire such, you can kindly DM on Instagram, Samuel DMA1, and I would respond. However, there's a great book written by Tim LaHaye titled Why You Act the Way You Do. That's on a basic level. It will definitely help you, to discover yourself, which we are talking about the psychological tests, the letter P. So that's it on letter P, and going straight to the next letter in ABC to Z of talent discovery, it's Q. Q. The Q in ABC of talent discovery means qualities. You see, there is an attraction, an ability, a difference, or an aura that you carry as an individual. It's a great pointer to self-discovery. I was at a film audition sometimes ago in Abuja, and I opted in to audition for the role of a cultist for that film. And I guess the casting director, he paused while I was about to be auditioned for that role, and he said, I wouldn't be too fit for that role because I looked like a pastor. And sincerely, I am, even though I never told anyone within that particular place or that environment. What am I trying to say? That's a quality that can't be hidden. An aura, or call it presence, in the religious world. Definitely I can act that role as an actor, but there is a dominant trait that can't be hidden. And you do have them as well. It's a pointer to your talents. Alright, so that's for letter Q, and let's go to the next letter, which is letter R. And when we talk of R, R means research your interests. You see, Q and R in the alphabet, they follow themselves, because once you suspect you have a talent, it's wise to research about it. For you, to either be sure it's really your gifting, or you still need to research more on that talent to know it better. If not, you would remain still, static, or stagnant. Such wrong attitude in the name of qualities. Don't follow multitude to do evil. And that's all for the letter R. And straight away, the next letter after R, of course, is S. What does S mean or stand for in the ABC to Z of talent discovery? And last week I spoke about a biochemistry lecturer whom I will still bring on the show in due time, who discovered by default his special skillful ability in repairing things from phones to cars to laptops, yet he's a university lecturer. There are things I started doing naturally as well before I went to get the knowledge in a classroom. One of it is the exam I'm going to write today, of course. So for some, it's definitely football. The S I'm talking about here is skill or skills. To you parents listening to me out there, kindly support your child, your children, or what if you discover a special skill in him or her, for that will bring such fellow to riches in due time. That skill has the capacity to make you a star that you truly are. Now the next one, after the next T, after this letter, then we'll be going for a short break. And T means test. That means try it out, launch out. You wouldn't know what you are capable of if you do not test it. Even educationally, a learner must be tested for quality assurance. Attempt that gift. Acting, writing, caregiving, and many more. When you become great, those who try to pull you down will definitely want to associate with you. So make that test. Try it out. If you fail in the test of your skill, try again. The goal is never to give up. And quickly I'll go for a short break, and after then I would be right back. That's welcome back from that short break. And now the next letter, we stopped at T. We said T means test, and the next letter is U. And when we talk of U means uncover your proudest moments. You sure do have something that has ever made you proud? If none, what would you love to say if you look at yourself in the mirror and imagine the great feat you just achieved? Would it be that was an excellent decision and counsel you gave? Could it be you are naturally gifted in comforting people and folks easily find solace and they get attracted to you? Do uncover yourself and then uncover that proudest moments. And that is it for the letter U in ABC to Z of talent discovery. And the next is V. V means visible. As we get closer to Z with each letter, you will discover a similitude in the letters. The connection. I would say last week was a pointer to talent discovery, and this week is a reaffirmation of what you have discovered. That's if you listen to the last week edition, and I would enjoy you to go and then watch it. Where would you want to be seen by the public? Using the letter V, visible. Where would you want to be seen by the public? Do you want to be seen as someone who is solving tasky issues, as a lawyer or an architect or a banker? When you are visible in what you do, there's a joy tied to it. What would you want to be seen as? Visibility does matter in talent discovery. And the next letter is after V is W. W. It stands for wonder. The question is, what wows or amazes you so much? Your discovery about yourself is either that thing or similar. Searching worldly, for no one will know you better than yourself. So what amazes you? What makes you wowed? Wonder. The next is X. X means X-ray yourself. You see, even if families and friends and people have said comments about you, you must scan truthfully yourself if this is truly you and what you want to be, so as not to please them and not fulfill your essence of creation. Jesus Christ, who was about to be crowned king by the people, of course, he turned it down with smart move, of course. He turned it down for he knows himself better and why he was here on earth. He could be called a prophet, a teacher, but his identity is Christ, the anointed one. So, regardless of the good feedbacks towards your self-identity and talent discovery, X-ray within through, so you know the truths inside of you. And that will be all for the letter X. And the next is Y. Wow. We're getting close to the end of ABC to Z of talent discovery. Y means yearning. What do you yearn for? What urge do you have within you daily that seeks true expression to the world? There is that yearning is a strong weapon to discover yourself or to discover your talent. And for me, I yearn to speak, to inspire people. Type in the comment section, I am inspired. Of course, if you are. And sure, I know you are. I yearn to use my theatrical writing to win souls and impact the society. I yearn for people to read my books and get transformed. These are few of my yearning. So if you are still with me and are gaining value from this, please do send in your comments on our Facebook page, Water Radio. And of course, you can call the number appearing right on your screen, and I will be delighted to hear from you. And lastly, after yearning, is Z zone. Z zone. That place you find yourself attracted to. That gathering, that community, that association is a pointer to talent discovery. Is it political gatherings? Is it care for the sick? For me, I yearn to be on radio station, on TV, or film location. It's the reason all I do is centered majorly on the media or art field, as it were. I am in my zone, and that will be all for ABC to Z of talents I'm discovering. So far, so good. You are now aware that you have a talent, and for those who have discovered theirs via this program last week to this week, please send in your comments, and I will be delighted to read them as I respond. However, there are 5 major limitations even after talent discovery that militate against growing from rag to riches. But I won't be speaking about that today because of our time. But the first is fear. Fear. And then next week I'll be talking more about that. And this edition would be incomplete without referring you back to the Lord for directions on why and how He wants you to use your talent or gift or calling. It's a gradual process. The Supreme Being, the maker of heaven and earth, knows more than we know. Of course, He told Jeremiah, before I formed thee, I know you. It's wise you also know that God It's been an interesting time today, and I'm sure you were inspired and impacted. Be aware that you keep learning as you use your talent so as to grow in it and become relevant for God and society. Friend, you must be born, or you may be born rather, without your consent, as it has idiom on this show already. But you can stand out if you dare. In other words, you aren't a mistake as a being. Appreciation goes to the chairman of Water Radio, Akin Fan, his dear wife as well, the director. Thanks for the privilege and wonderful man in the studio as the technical unit, person of Okweyemi. Thank you so much, and I appreciate my same listener as well and every other person in the studio. I love you. Till we meet again next week, Friday, same time, 30 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. on Water Radio. I leave you with these quotes. The sign of maturity is to say no when you ought to say it without feeling guilty. I am Samuel Adiemi. Do have a peaceful weekend.